This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, tensions ran high at Forrester Creations and beyond, as shifting loyalties, unresolved emotions, and unspoken truths created a ripple effect through every corner of the family and the business. It was the kind of week where conversations that seemed simple carried deeper meanings, and every choice, big or small, came with consequences. Relationships faced new pressure, with several characters standing at emotional crossroads they can no longer ignore. Old wounds resurfaced, fragile alliances were tested, and more than one person found themselves torn between what they want and what they fear losing. Even the moments of quiet were filled with intensity, hinting that bigger battles are just around the corner. Power dynamics continued to shift throughout the week. Some characters fought to hold on to control, while others questioned whether the path they're on is truly the one they want. Hidden frustrations bubbled to the surface, and the lingering tension in the air suggested that the status quo at Forrester is far from secure. There were heartfelt moments, unexpected reactions, and decisions made in silence that could change the course of multiple lives. As the days unfolded, it became clear that the stakes are rising for everyone. Whether in the boardroom, the design studio, or at home, emotions were running high, and the fallout from this week's choices is only beginning. By Friday, the stage was set for even more drama ahead. With relationships shifting, priorities colliding, and long-standing issues refusing to stay buried, the Forrester world feels more unpredictable than ever. This week left plenty of questions hanging in the air, and the answers are sure to shake things up in the days to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this weekly recap, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more bold and beautiful updates. Stay tuned, because the drama is only getting started. What a day in Los Angeles on The Bold and the Beautiful. Bill Spencer stunned everyone by dropping to one knee and proposing to Katie, then taking things even further by marrying her the very same night in an intimate, emotional ceremony at the Spencer estate. Surrounded by family, with Will delivering a heartfelt speech, the moment felt impulsive, romantic, and very Bill. Over at Forrester Creations, Eric marked the end of an era by symbolically passing leadership to Ridge, sharing a deeply personal moment that reflected decades of family legacy, pride, and unfinished business. The power shift may look peaceful now, but change at Forrester never comes without consequences. Meanwhile, Steffi and Finn found their way back to each other, sharing a passionate moment and openly talking about their future, possibly even renewing their vows, proving that love still wins amid all the chaos. And just as things seemed to settle, the shadow of Thomas Forrester's return loomed, promising to shake up both family bonds and workplace dynamics in ways only Thomas can. One wedding, one farewell, one rekindled romance, and a storm brewing on the horizon. Tuesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered emotion, symbolism, and simmering danger on all fronts. Fresh off their surprise wedding, Bill made a powerful statement by gifting Katie her own fashion house, proving that he doesn't just love her, he believes in her talent, ambition, and ability to lead. After feeling overlooked at Forrester Creations, Katie finally saw her worth reflected back at her, stepping into a future where she is no longer confined by anyone else's expectations. In an equally meaningful moment, Katie returned Bill's sword necklace, a symbol tied to both his strength and his darkest mistakes. Though hesitant at first, Bill accepted it as a sign of redemption, trust, and a shared commitment to moving forward together with honesty and growth. Meanwhile, Brooke dropped the bombshell news of Bill and Katie's secret wedding on Ridge, leaving him stunned and conflicted. This revelation coincided with a quiet but monumental shift at Forrester Creations, as Eric agreed to truly step back, signaling another major change in the power structure of the iconic fashion house. Elsewhere, unease spread as Taylor and Deacon voiced serious concerns about Sheila's increasingly unstable behavior. After showing up agitated and hinting at crashing Hope and Liam's wedding, Sheila's actions raised red flags, suggesting that danger may once again be lurking just beneath the surface. Love, ambition, legacy, and chaos all collided, setting the stage for battles both personal and explosive in the days ahead. Katie Logan Spencer finds herself at a crossroads after feeling increasingly pushed aside at Forrester Creations, especially when Ridge dismisses her concerns and insists everything is under control. His attitude leaves Katie questioning her value and future at the company, making Bill Spencer's offer of launching her own fashion house feel more tempting than ever. Meanwhile, Brooke tries to smooth things over by asking Ridge where Katie truly stands, but even with his reassurances, Brooke can't shake the feeling that Katie is being overlooked. On a more personal note, Sheila reflects on her recent actions and admits she may have crossed boundaries, opening up emotionally during a heartfelt conversation with Deacon, who shares his own reflections influenced by Taylor's past guidance. Elsewhere, Steffi confides in Taylor about her complicated feelings surrounding Ridge and Brooke's relationship, while Taylor carefully avoids discussing her own connection to Deacon, leaving several emotional threads unresolved and setting the stage for major changes ahead. At Forrester Creations, the past never stays buried, and Thomas Forrester's sudden return proves exactly that. His reappearance doesn't just shake up the design room, it reopens emotional wounds, power struggles, and unfinished business that ripple through every corner of the company. For Hope Logan, Thomas's return is more than a professional challenge, it's deeply personal. On the surface, she's trying to remain calm, measured, and focused on protecting Hope for the future. But beneath that composure lies a history filled with manipulation, heartbreak, and hard-earned boundaries. Hope knows that allowing Thomas back into her professional orbit risks blurring lines she fought desperately to draw. Her instincts tell her to proceed with caution, yet the pressure from Steffi and the company's leadership leaves her cornered. The question isn't just whether Hope can work with Thomas, it's whether she can do so without sacrificing her peace, her principles, or her control over her own line. Steffi, meanwhile, sees Thomas's return through an entirely different lens. To her, this is about redemption, family loyalty, and reclaiming what she believes Thomas deserves. She views his talent as essential to Forrester's future and seems willing to push past old controversies to secure his place. But in doing so, Steffi risks minimizing Hope's very real fears, and that dismissal could widen the growing rift between them. What starts as a disagreement over leadership may quickly become a battle over respect, trust, and power. Caught in the middle of this storm is Dickie Sharp. His uncertainty reflects a larger truth at Forrester. Whenever a Forrester returns, someone else pays the price. Dickie represents the present, steady, dependable, and loyal, yet his future feels fragile in the shadow of a legacy name. Whether Hope can protect him may become a defining test of her influence within the company. And then there's Katie Logan Spencer, quietly facing a crossroads of her own. Unlike the explosive drama unfolding around Hope and Thomas, Katie's struggle is quieter, but no less significant. The fashion house Bill gifted her represents independence, confidence, and a chance to finally step out of Forrester's shadow. But leaving isn't easy. Loyalty, family ties, and her bond with Brooke weigh heavily on her heart. Katie must decide whether staying means security or stagnation. Her choice could redefine her identity and shift family dynamics in ways no one expects. As all these stories collide, one thing is clear: Forrester Creations is entering a new chapter, one fueled by unresolved emotions, shifting alliances, and decisions that will leave lasting consequences. Hope must decide how much of her past she's willing to confront to protect her future. Katie must determine whether it's time to choose herself. And Thomas's presence will force everyone to ask the hardest question of all: can people truly change, or do old patterns always return? The answers won't come quietly. At Forrester Creations, they never do. That brings us to the end of today's recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, and if this episode proved anything, it's that nothing at Forrester Creations stays calm for long. Thomas's return has already shifted the balance of power. Hope is being pushed into decisions she never wanted to make, and Katie's bold move toward independence could change the entire family dynamic moving forward. Every choice made today is setting off ripple effects that will be felt in the episodes ahead. As these storylines continue to unfold, the real question is how everyone will adapt when personal emotions collide with business ambition. Will Hope be able to protect her creative identity while navigating old wounds? And can Katie truly thrive outside the shadow of Forrester Creations? The tension is building, and the consequences are only just beginning. If you enjoyed this detailed recap and want to stay caught up on every twist, confrontation, and shocking turn, be sure to like this video, share it with other fans, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions keep the conversation going. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a recap, analysis, or upcoming storyline discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.